ABC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
Good evening. It's the definition of adding insult to injury with so many people, hundreds of thousands of people still crippled all along the East Coast, many of them living in misery. A second storm has come along, making things worse. While the storm covered victims in snow, it was felt as far north as the coastline in Plymouth, Mass, where the ocean came up over the beach and the road last night. As of tonight, the feds report 750,000 power customers across 6 states still have no power. Then there's the search for gasoline. 38% of gas stations in the greater New York City area are out of gas. They have no power to run the pumps or both. And starting tomorrow morning, Metropolitan New York will follow New Jersey's lead and switch to a temporary system of gas rationing. We begin tonight with NBC's Stephanie Gosk in Lawrence on New York's Long Island. Stephanie, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Well, the mayor of this town and 22 other mayors in this area had already written a letter to Governor Cuomo complaining that efforts to restore the power were, in their words, an abject failure. Then this nor'easter blows in, and an additional 120,000 customers in New York and New Jersey are tonight in the dark, and the anger is growing. The Sladowskis keep pumping, but the water keeps coming. 4,000 gallons so far, and no end in sight. The latest storm may have dropped record snow, but it hasn't stopped the cleanup. And remarkably, Faye hasn't lost her sense of humor.
That was the frosting on the cake. It was just,
You're laughing about it.
You know what? If I started to cry, I really don't know when I would stop.
The Sladowskis were staying at their daughter's house, the only one in the family who had power restored after Sandy hit. But it didn't last long.
All of a sudden, well, they didn't flicker this time. It just went black.
Now, almost no one in this town has electricity.
People can't be 18, 19, 20 days without electricity in this day and age.
Restoring power throughout the region has now become more difficult.
Some people did experience power outages as a result of the snow and wind from yesterday, which has set us back slightly from our progress of the day before.